Welcome back to My Slice of Heaven. I'm Joey, and today is another Sunday, so we'll be bringing you another Sunday soup day. Tonight we're going to be making creamy tortellini soup. Now this is a soup that I have never made before, but I have been wanting to make this soup for quite some time. As you can guess, it has a cheese tortellini in it, some fresh spinach. It did call for some fresh basil. We do not have fresh, but I do have some chopped up basil here, dried basil I should say. I'm going to go ahead and show you the ingredients now, and after that we'll get right into cooking this recipe. Alright guys, here's our ingredients for our tortellini soup. This will be a, like I said before, this will be a creamy version of tortellini soup, so it will have some cream in it, but we'll start from the top. We're going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil, which we have over here in this corner. We're going to have 1 pound of Italian sausage. We're going to take it out of the casing like I did previously on another soup. We're going to have 3 cloves of garlic, which is right there. 1 medium diced sweet onion. I forgot to put that in the picture, but it's right there. 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. It's back here hiding. We're going to add salt and pepper to taste. We're going to have 2 tablespoons of flour, which I do not have out yet. 4 cups of chicken stock. You know me, I like to use the chicken bouillon cubes, so I'll be adding 4 cups of water to those, to 4 of the bouillon cubes. We'll also need 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, which is right here. This recipe calls for a half bunch of kale. We do not have kale, but I do have some spinach, which is right here in the back. So we'll just be using spinach. 1/3 of a cup of heavy cream, and 3 tablespoons of chopped fresh basil. And that will be our ingredients for this soup we're making today. First step, we're going to take the sausage out of this casing, drop it in the pot, and cook it until it's brown. We will take it and chop it up and break it up a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me do all this, so I'll be back in a minute. Well, you probably see my pot get a little angry with me. Got the oil hot, started putting the sausage in the pan, and some of the sausage was not quite thawed out all the way. And when I was taking the casing off one of them had a piece of ice on the side. It fell into the pot, and the pot got pretty excited there for a minute. But it's calmed back down, and our sausage is now brown, so we're going to go ahead and add some more ingredients. Alright guys, our sausage is now brown, so we're going to add our onion. We're going to add our garlic. And we're also going to add the Italian seasonings. This recipe will be in the description, guys, and this is not, like I said, this is a recipe I have not ever made before. So the link to where I got this recipe will also be in the description. I'm following it pretty much to the letter, except for the fresh basil. We have dried basil. And the kale. We didn't use kale either. We use spinach. And now what we're going to do is just give this a stir. Cook this for a few minutes until the onions become translucent. It does smell good though. Already. I've been wanting to try this soup for a long time. I just never got around to making it. Alright. I'm going to cook this for a few minutes, like I said, so the onions get translucent, then I'll bring you back. Alright, our onions are a little bit translucent. Our next step is to add 2 tablespoons of flour. Once you get your flour in there, you want to take it and mix it around. Try to coat your sausage with it. And now what we want to do is just let that cook for about a minute, and then we'll add our liquids. The flour's been cooking for like 2 minutes. I'm going to drop in my 4 bouillon cubes. If you're using broth, you'll just use 4 cups of broth. I'm going to use 4 cups of water. And 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. We're going to bring that to a boil, then we're going to leave it simmer. So I'll be back in, I guess, when it starts boiling. Alright guys, we've let this simmered for about 15 minutes. It said it would slightly thicken up. It does not look like it thickened up to me, but that's okay. But it is time to add the tortellini in now. So in goes the tortellini. These are just cheese tortellinis. We're going to stir that, and we're going to let this simmer for another 7 minutes. My tortellini's been in the pot simmering now for 7 minutes, so now we're going to go ahead and add the spinach. The original recipe did call for kale. I do not have kale. We will be putting spinach in. But we're going to put the spinach in and leave it cook for about a minute or two, just till the spinach starts to wilt. And then we're going to add the cream and basil. And we'll let that cook for another few minutes, just till everything is warmed back up again. And then that's going to be just about the end of this process for making this tortellini soup. And I'm really looking forward to it because it really smells delicious. So guys, we got about 8 ounces of spinach here, I believe. Yep, 8 ounces. I'm going to go ahead and get that in the soup, let it get wilting. Really smells good. So next we're going to add 3 tablespoons of the called for fresh basil. But all we have is basil that we grew around our house. And we got it dried out, and we're going to go ahead and put that in there. So 3 tablespoons. Looks like about all we have left is about 3 tablespoons. Yeah, we're just going to call it 3 tablespoons. Mix that in. And we're also going to add our cream, our heavy cream, 1/3 of a cup. Mix that around. And now all we're doing now, guys, is waiting for this to heat up again, come up to a simmer, and it's ready to serve. And I gotta tell you, it smells really good. Alright guys, like I said at the beginning, this is a creamy tortellini soup. There's also one that's just tomato based without the cream or flour. This one was supposed to be a little thicker, a little creamier, and it appealed to me, so that's why I'm trying this one. Like I said, I have never had tortellini soup before, never made it. I'm gonna get a bowl out of the pot here in a minute and taste it for you, and then after we've had dinner, I will come back and let you know what I thought of the tortellini soup, since, again, I've never had it before, so my first time making it. So I'll come back to you when I get me a bowl of soup ready. Here's my bowl of soup. It is hot. Smells really good. Definitely smell the basil and Italian seasons in it. And it's really good. That's really good. I'm going to go eat my dinner now. And after I get done eating, I'll come back and let you know what I thought of the soup. Well, guys, we just finished dinner. The soup came out pretty good. We all here, we liked it. A couple things I might change if I ever make it again, which I probably will, is one, I would add a little bit more flour. It was not as creamy and thick as I was expecting. It was still kind of really runny, and I was expecting, according to the title, creamy tortellini soup, I was expecting it to be a little bit more creamy. And two, the basil. We had a strong basil flavor in our soup. I think that was probably my fault, because the recipe called for fresh basil. It called for 3 tablespoons of fresh basil. I had dried basil. And I'm pretty sure dried basil has more flavor than, or it's more packed, condensed, stronger flavor than fresh basil does. And also know you get more dried basil in a tablespoon than you do fresh. Well, that's going to be it for today, guys. It was a pretty good soup. I hope you guys give it a try. Chris just reminded me, I actually added my second bowl. I put a little bit of shredded Parmesan on the soup. And it kind of knocked back the basil taste a little bit, and it actually was pretty good. And I also think this is one of those soups that you want a crusty piece of bread with. This is really good. I mean, to have a piece of bread dipping in that soup, give that bread a lot of flavor. All in all, it was a good soup. Just a few minor changes I would make, and I think we'll make it again. I'm going to have at least one more soup recipe, maybe 2, but I know for one, and I think I'm going to end that series with either 1 or 2 more soups. So I'll let you know on the next one. And that's going to be it for today. Like I was saying, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you give this soup a try. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe you didn't like the video too much, but you're just like me, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up. As always, guys, I hope you all have a great day, a great week, and I will see you all next time.